Hello YouTube, welcome to the next episode of the Ultimate Review Around the World with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Today we continue our journey with another airport in Finland, Echo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform, Oulu. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this is another airport in Finland. And with that, let's load that up. And while that is loading, this airport, Oulu, is in Finland. It is the third busiest airport in Finland behind Helsinki and Rovaniemi. We have seen Rovaniemi in the past. We haven't yet visited Helsinki. It's going to come up in one of our future episodes. This airport was built shortly after World War II and early 50s, and it's a fairly important airport for Finland, given that it is at number 3 in the country. It sees seasonal flights from Greece, of all places, and it sees regular service from Germany via Discover Airlines and Lufthansa. Also, Finnair obviously operates here. It only has one runway, ILS equipped runway, and has a runway length of about 8,200 odd feet. So with that said, let's look at the default airport. Okay, so there's our default building. They all look very similar. All the default buildings look really very similar, and but at least it's there. It has a few jet bridges. It has some markings. The markings aren't, I don't think, accurate. Parkings are suspect whether they are accurate or not, but as far as default goes, I think usable during the daytime, probably. Definitely, I question whether this is usable at night, but it's not too bad during the day. Let's at least, you can navigate, and even though the parking stands and all might not be absolutely accurate, and the markings may not be absolutely accurate on the apron, you can still operate in here during the daytime. So let's have a look. I can see runway center line lighting. Excuse me. And let's look at what it looks like at night. Yep, center lines are lit. Edges have markings, at least some of them. Some edges have markings. Apron, as usual, is totally dark. Not a clue. Runway is usable, so kind of barely usable, I would say. My standard 1.0 for this airport too. This is agreed, this is a smaller airport, but there's no excuse for such a poor thing. But anyway, the good news is that this airport has a freeware on flightsim.to, and it also has GSX profile available for that freeware. So let's load that up and take a look at the freeware. I'll be right back. And welcome back. We're back again to Echo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform, Oulu Airport, and this time we are looking at the freeware that is available on flightsim.to. And while that loads, another interesting factoid about this airport was that in September of 1978, Finnair Flight 405, which was operated by a Sud Aviation Caravelle with 49 souls on board, was hijacked by a home contractor by the name of Arno Laminparas. The aircraft was flown back and forth between Helsinki, Amsterdam, and Oulu, with this guy demanding ransom, and eventually it ended back up in Oulu. He was paid the ransom, allowed to go home, on which he released all the crew, and then the next day was arrested at home. Kind of interesting story. They made a movie about that as well. The hijack that went south is a movie that's based on these events. So an interesting factoid. Uh, let's get started. So lots and lots of hand designed built buildings. Let's start off on the side here. That shed is hand built. That hangar is hand built. That building looks hand built. This helicopter hangar looks hand built. So lots of hand built buildings. The tower and the building next to the tower, all built by hand. The terminal building built by hand. It's basic, but it'll do the job. It kind of looks actually nice to me. You got these little 3D things. It looks nice. Got the board there. Nice bright red thing. Is that even realistic? Let's have a look. Yep, it is red. Maybe not that exact same shade, but it's fairly bright and red. It's got all of the and the apron markings have all been cleared up. So it is actually looking quite nice and quite usable. And let's have a look. What are all these signs? Okay, so it has lots of signs put in there. There's the runway. Yeah, it is looking quite good. Let's switch this. So daytime usability has significantly gone up. Let's now go to night and see what do we get at night. Come on, there we go. Alright, we go to March. Okay, can we taxi? There we go. Yes, we can. We can come out there, then we can continue taxiing. Yep. There we go. There the lights are coming on. There's our stand. Yeah, we can actually taxi. And of course, as you can see, all the lighting is there. It's looking quite decent. Very nice. Yeah, things are looking nice here. Okay, so definitely very useful. Definitely worth a 3.0. It's useful, it's usable. It's got the default jetways, so I'm sure they all work. So this is actually a very good, now suddenly very useful airport, and one that you can fly into at any time of the day. So good job, these guys. And as I mentioned, there is a GSX profile for this as well, so it's quite good. And oh, there's somebody walking in the building. That's even better. So this part, okay, so this part of the terminal building has been modeled. I like that. It's nice, bright inside. It's been modeled. There are people walking around. I like this. This is nice. And you can actually see the airplane standing out there. You have a little cafe. It's pretty nice. Okay, this is good. This is really good. Okay. Alright, this is good. So enough fun. With that, I think we can agree that this is a 3. Thank you for watching. And please like, share, subscribe, and join us on our next episode. Thank you.